Hey everybody, it's your girl Sheila, and it's been a minute. And I want to sit with you guys one-on-one for a few minutes, y'all. I was gonna go live, but I'm like, yeah, it's been a minute, so I'll just record this video. I'll just record it. Hope everybody having a beautiful, blessed day today. I want to bring up some stuff, and let me know. I'm in Alabama. The city is Dothan, Alabama, to be exact. And the reason why I want to bring this video, because I noticed, and it's just been maybe the last year or so. It could have been longer, but I just noticed that when you buy or you're trying to buy property here, not just buying property. Let me just backtrack. Not buying property. If you want to lease property or you want to rent property, I have noticed in Alabama that instead of them doing like they've always done, like, okay, you want to rent this building? Okay, I'll charge you $1,000 to rent this building a month. And you rent the building or you lease the building, blah, blah, whatever. They're not doing that anymore. Now they are charging you by the square footage. So something that could have been rented at like $1,000 a month is now being rented 3 times that, because they're basing it off of square footage instead of the good old, hey, you know, you want this building, just give you a standard rate for this building. You can rent it for, or you can lease it for $2,000. Now that $1,000 building is now 3 times that amount. So you're looking at $4,000 for something that you were paying like $2,500 a month for, is now almost $7,000. It's ridiculous. And this is what's going on here in my city. I don't know if it's the state, but I think these officials need to get up out their butts and find out, hey, what is really going on? Because I don't care how high these prices are, they're still not increasing anybody's wages. People are still making the same crummy money that they've been making, and the prices have gone through the roof. It's really sad. We have this barbecue place, and I love this place, called Fatback's. They have very, very good food, okay? Today is their last day to be open, and they're not reopening anywhere else. They could not negotiate a rate with the people that own his lease in the plaza building. And it is because they have, their rates are astronomical, because it's not, okay, I was paying $2,000 or $3,000 to rent here. Now you doubled, tripled, you know, how much you're charging for that space. It is a shame, because people are trying to survive out here. Even the business owners. I mean, this is a small business owner. I mean, there's no other fatbacks out here anywhere else. So I don't know what is causing this. I don't know if because of the vid that happened a few years ago. They can blame it on that all they want. I don't think that's the case. But for you to can't even sustain your business because you cannot rent these places, because it's just, they're greedy. They're doing churches this way. It doesn't matter if you're a church. It doesn't matter if you're a small business owner. It doesn't matter. They are gutting out every, I'm not even gonna say every penny, every millicent of a penny. They are gouging them out, and it is just ridiculous. And it's like the government, like, do you not realize what's going on? So I went and I started searching different businesses, and based on square footage, and everything they're putting it out is they're charging per square footage for leasing. Now y'all comment below, you know, maybe I'm just a little behind on the time, but y'all comment below in your state, your city, how they are handling if you want to lease a building or you want to rent a building. Because I've been told that even for renting apartment buildings or homes, they're starting now to price it out as per square footage. So something that they used to rent out here in Dothan, in my little small town, y'all, that used to be rented out at like $500, $600, maybe $700, is now almost $2,500, y'all, to rent, because they're basing it off of square footage now. I think that is ridiculous. I think something needs to be done about that. I don't know why it has gotten to this point. And I was talking to some nurses today, because I had to go get some blood tests done right here, you know, and for my labs. And it's sad, because you're expecting these businesses to survive that can't have or don't have a standalone building that they own, that they can't build. That's what they want. And then you wonder why they have all these empty buildings. OMG. Everywhere you look, there's empty buildings. Now, wouldn't it be cost effective to go ahead and just rent and lease these buildings out so that someone is in it? Because you know, when there's no one in these buildings, they fall apart anyway. And then you're not making any money, you're losing money. So why not go ahead and just rent the building out and stop trying to gouge every millisecond of a penny out of these hard-working, hard business owners that are out there trying to make a living? I'm not talking about these big corporations like Sam's Club and Walmart and Dollar General and all that kind of stuff like that. Even Dollar General had enough sense to come out of these plazas. Why do you think every time you see a Dollar General, they're in a standalone building? They have their own building. They're like, you know what? Forget this mess. I'm not going to pay out these astronomical prices to be in a plaza. I can save that money and build my own. So I'm saying this to you all out here. If you can build your own, go ahead and get you some property and build your own. Because unless you can pay money for something that's being sold, by you leasing or renting these buildings, these owners of these buildings don't care. They don't. Some of them don't even live in the state. They don't even care. They're in it for this right here. They're in it for this right here. They don't care about what's in your heart. They don't care about, wow, you know, I really want this company to flourish. They're a small business. They're a church out there that's trying to do good things for the Lord. Let's do something. Let's lease this building and give them 6 months free. Or as far as if it's even a church, y'all, come on now. The churches are out here trying to reach the people. Why be so stout-hearted and hijack churches, you know, that's trying to do good in the community, in the neighborhood, that's really out here for the people? They're not out there. I mean, it's non-profit. They're not out there making money. So why are you trying to gouge these churches that want to be out there in the communities, pretty much? So yeah, I'm just venting today because I'm like, it's sad. You know, it's really, really sad that, you know, we're at a time here it is 2025, that people are more concerned about money, the almighty dollar. They say money is the root of all evil. It's not the people that's the root of all evil. It's money. What the money causes these people to do. Oh, I can get that much. Oh, I'm gonna get that much too. Not realizing what they're doing to the actual economy. And they're gonna have buildings. There's already, you can't tell me in your city, in your state, that there's not buildings out there that are just empty, and that has been empty, that's for years or decades, or that's fallen apart. And you are too stout-hearted to just say, I'll let you rent this for a couple of $100 a month, just so that it's not just falling apart on me. At least I'm getting something, and I'm not just paying insurance on this property for no reason, you know. So anyway, I'm not gonna be on this video long, y'all. I was gonna go live, but I decided not to. But yeah, that was just on my heart. That, I mean, what happened to just charging like a certain flat rate? Don't even worry about how much square footage. So 9 times out of 10, some of the square footage is not even used. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and share, only if you care. And if you do want to comment about your area, if y'all know anything about that, or y'all can do some research and let me know, honey. But we're here in the city of Dothan, Alabama, and they are charging all this money afford this stuff. And it's like, the cost of living ain't went, they not giving us no cost of living increases. I mean, you got people still making $6 and something an hour, maybe $7, I don't know, minimum wage, and you expect that person to be able to survive off that, feed their children, house their children, clothe their children if they do have children, and if you don't, to even be able to afford your expenses. I mean, come on now, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Woo! Make it make sense. So I'm gonna get off this call. I'm gonna get off this. I've been on here about 10 minutes. But yeah, that was just on me, on my heart, because it's like, these businesses are closing doors left and right, and they're good businesses. But because people want to be greedy, you know, you trying to get all the silver and gold out there, and you're forgetting what happened to your heart. What happened to wanting to help others? What happened to that? I really want to know, because it's gone. People are not out here to genuinely help people anymore. They're out here to see what they can get next, what they can get. And they're forgetting about the middle class. They're forgetting about the low class. They're forgetting about the people that don't have what the high class people have. And the banks are not loaning to them like they should, because why? What do they have to gain? So anyway, comment, like, subscribe, and share. But again, only if you care. And then we'll see you on the next video. Bye. Y'all subscribe to my channel. Go ahead, subscribe. It's free. We want you in our comment sections. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Yes, share, but only if you care. Check out our videos.